y'all, welcome back to Not Enough Growing TV with your girl Dominique. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing great. Welcome back to my podcast. But before we jump into tonight's podcast, let's just take some time to show y'all an item from tonight's sponsor, okay? Which is no other than yours truly. Tonight I want to show you guys these lovely pair of shades that I have. Y'all absolutely love these shades. They are very stylish. I love the detail on these shades. I love the details on the side. I love the detailing on the front. These shades I have come in a multitude of colors, okay? Pinks, blues, or blushes, clears, blacks, reds. I have what you need, okay? So y'all know it's getting hot outside. Y'all know that sun ain't playing with nobody. You need to get you a pair of these, to block all that out, okay? So why don't y'all go on over to Instagram and check out my Instagram page. It's feminine ways _feminine _ways with 2 A's, WAAYS _ to also check out some items that I have as well. Okay, so let's just jump right into the topic for tonight. So y'all know what I wanted to discuss. Actually, what I actually came in here to discuss was, I had some real tea for y'all to talk about today, okay? I had some real tea. I had all the juice. However you prefer your beverage to be served up, your girl had it for you. But it just wasn't on my heart to do that kind of video or to talk about that today. So we're going to push that on to the side for a later video. Maybe, okay? But y'all already know. Hold on. Palette is wet now. Excuse me. So I wanted to talk about choosing and accepting me. I'm not talking about the physical part of me. I am talking about the emotional side of me. The thing that I have come to realize make up a big part of who I am and my personality. So I just kind of wanted to talk about that today because that was really, it's been really heavy on my heart to want to discuss. And, who knows? It could be a lot of people who are feeling the same way, that I am feeling. For a long time, I have always been extra emotional. And, I'm quite an emotional being. Whether it's happy or whether it's sad or even if it's a little bit of in between emotions. However, I can be extreme with either one. But, here lately, and I will say within this past 6 to 8 months, I'm going to say, or maybe even a year, I have found myself sadly being almost embarrassed by my emotions because I'm like, sometimes when I'm in the state of mind or an emotional state of mind and I'm doing a lot emotionally and I really don't know what to do with those feelings because honestly, I don't want those feelings half the time that I have them. But and that is the part that I struggle with being embarrassed about, and it mostly comes from the anxiousness I feel of not being able to have what I want. And that sounds childish. It really sounds childish. It sounds like a 2-year-old throwing a tantrum. But, you know, I am a very strong minded person. So you cannot really tell me what I can and cannot. I just kind of never really been that type of person. And so even if somebody is not saying what I can and cannot, I feel like if I want something, then that is just what I want. And that is just what I feel I need. Not necessarily is what I need. It's just at that time I feel it is what I need. So it takes a lot for me to have to wrap my mind around, like, baby girl, it's just, that's just not for you. And even if I accept it's not for me, I think the thought in my head is I should be able to have whatever I want. And that's just the thought in my head. I am able to say I have been able to come to terms with what's not for me is just not for me, and what is it is what it is, and what is for me is what it is. But it's just like at that moment or of or I'm gonna say at that moment of me telling myself that, all right, you may can't have this. It's or somebody else probably saying you may can't have this, or you know, I just I just know I can't have it. You know, it's an overwhelming feeling and a great a anxiousness that I would feel of overwhelming emotions if I know that it's something that I want that I just cannot have. And that just puts me in a place where I realize that it puts me in a state of mind of me just losing control. Right? Y'all, do y'all feeling me? You know, you feeling me? You understand? It's like if I don't have control over it, then I don't know what is going to come of this thing that I want. You know, and I know it probably sound all over the place. It probably sound like a lot, but in my mind, y'all, my mind goes through a lot, honey, and that's just one of the parts of me. Again, that's another part of me that I am trying to learn how to accept, but we could talk about that at another time. But it's just when I know I feel that I need something in my life doesn't necessarily mean that it's for me. When I feel that I need something, or when I feel that I want something and I cannot have it, then that part of me that's saying that I do not have all the control is almost scary to me. So and when I tell myself that, or when I realize that, then I am overly emotional about a situation or the situation. So it's I am just now learning how to be able to say or to accept that part of me and be able to say this is what it is. Okay? And you know, everything just don't work how you think you want it to work. Okay, so just back off of some of that control and allow God to do what God is gonna do, and everything should fall in place like it's supposed to. It's just once I tell myself that, and once I am calming down from all that anxiousness of not being able to have what I want, or not being able to, let's just tell it the truth, okay? Not being able to be in control. That's really what it is. I have a problem, okay? I have a problem with control. I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. I am just one who is, you know, I'm gonna say that has grown enough to be able to admit it. I got a problem with control, okay? And when I feel like I'm not in control, then here comes all these emotions. And the biggest emotion that comes out with this is tears, you know, sadness, and it's overwhelming sadness. And sometimes, you know, I am almost starting to be embarrassed about it, but it's a part of me, and it's a part of me that I am trying to work on. I am trying to learn how to place those emotions. Let me be the first to say, though, that I have come a long way when it comes to my emotions. I have, been down this road long enough to, give myself that time that I need to feel how I need to feel, and then I can move on. However, do it still plague me because stuff didn't work out how I wanted to? Yes. Do it still, because I can move on, but in my head, I'm like, oh, I really, 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 really wanted that. Okay. But that's just not that's just not what you're supposed to have. So I am really having to learn how to deal with that aspect of myself. And the reason I said choosing me and accepting who I am and accepting what I can't have, because a big part of who I am is my emotional side. And that's just, I'm an emotional person. And this past couple of weeks, I'm like, I got to do something to change that. I cannot keep on doing this. I got to do something to change that. But, I may can't change it. But what I can do is accept that I am just a person that has a lot of emotions within, and I am just an emotional being. That's just who I am. But after being emotional and all the stuff that comes behind it with me, how am I going to, move on and place those emotions somewhere else? Do something constructive, um, hang out with my children, or just refocus my mind on other things. So I know we can go through a lot of things that can slowly tear us down, and just make our thinking. We can go from happy to really sad, and then it'll just be, girl, you know. But I'm here to tell y'all are not alone. If it's other people out there feeling this way, you are not alone, honey. I feel this way all the time, and I was beating myself up about being so emotional and thinking nobody wants to deal with someone that's like this. Nobody want to be around someone that's always crying or that's always trying to understand. If somebody say you can't have this ice cream, why? Girl, you can't get that. Why? It's not time for you to get a car. Why? It's like I was really starting to feel ashamed that I thought like that, or that I act like that. But I, again, have learned how to deal with, that's just who I am. But can I do it at a level that is not going to be detrimental to myself or my health? Because y'all know stress will kill you. It really will. And I'm being blunt. Stress will definitely kill you. And if you have enough, then it won't be good for you. It won't be good for you at all. So y'all just, I didn't know what that was, honey. So y'all just make sure, don't beat yourself up about who you are, especially if you're trying to change or you're trying to work on different things about yourself. Remember that all is a part of loving yourself and accepting yourself. So again, I just wanted to come in here and give y'all that little spiel of myself and how I was feeling. Until next time, y'all, I really, really want y'all to come back and join me for another segment. Bye.